So you know how EW has started making multiple piebald patterns for most newer species. I think it's a great addition. But I think I have an even better idea. Let's start at the beginning, aka where I first thought of this idea. This might come as a surprise to many of you, but Call of the Wild isn't the only game I play, and this concept is mainly inspired by the variable skins in Counter-Strike 2. Specifically, a skin called the Case Harden. Similarly to the piebald patterns in Call of the Wild, this skin has multiple patterns you can get, only it's a little more complicated in CS. Basically, there is a pattern template on which the model of the skin is randomly placed, and voila, you have a unique pattern unlike any other of that very same skin. And just how many of these possible patterns is there? 1000! This will mean that every single of these will look all different unless they share the same pattern ID. Some patterns will of course look better and be more expensive than others. Now, how does this come into play in Call of the Wild exactly? Well, wouldn't it be cool if every separate piebald you get looks completely different from each other? Same concept as in CS, you slap the model of the animal right on the pattern template and that's it. I tried asking an AI to make one of these templates for me, and I think it delivers the message. Maybe a little more variation in the size of these white spots would be good though. Now, of course we don't have to do 1000 different patterns, but 100 or even 50 should still be doable. But I'm not actually sure of how much work this would be for EW. Probably a lot. But what if we didn't have to do this on the regular piebalds at all? Since most of the species in this game has a piebald fur variation, it would just be way too much work making a unique pattern template for each one. But great ones? We only have 9 of those currently, and that equals way less work. And we don't even need this fur on all the older great ones, except maybe Whitetail and Red Deer. Let's say if the great one Whitetail got a rework with the Fabled Piebald as a new fur. Yes, I'm naming it Fabled Piebald. It would bring a brand new aspect into grinding, and just overall more reason to grind the Whitetail. Just imagine a typical rack great one with a nearly full white pattern, or a two-tone pattern, or maybe it will have small specks of white all across the body. Endless possibility. And frankly, the name Fabled Piebald fits very well. But we kind of already have this fur name on the ultra rare Whitetail, but it looks kind of meh, so a rework would be in order. Last question is, how rare should these be? Now, I don't want to make it impossible for the casual player to get, and I don't want it to be too common. So I think maybe a 20% spawn rate on top of the regular Great One odds, whatever they might be. So roughly 1 in 5k kills should be pretty reasonable. I just assumed that they spawn around 1 in 1000, I hope you're okay with that. This might seem impossible for the casual player, but let's be real. Great ones are just way too hard for the casual player to find in the first place. Now, will this actually get added? Look, I'm not in a million years expecting EW to add this, for 2 main reasons. For one, there might be copyright issues with Valve, since it's pretty much a complete ripoff of their pattern system. But EW might come up with some clever way to go around it. And for 2, I just think EW is way too busy to put this much time into a Great One fur. But who knows? Great One grinding is a very popular thing nowadays, and I guess investing time into the right thing is very important. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my little idea in the comments, and I will see you next time.